The solutions that you were talking about rely, on the one hand, on the technical systems, the building or the product or whatever it is, but also on the behaviors of the people who use them and who deploy them. I think it's much clearer at the moment how technical measures can be scaled to very large audiences. Could you speak a bit about the cultures and the habits that are required to make these things work and how you see those scaling and being deployed at scale as well?
Yeah. Well, the thing I've always found, we were talking about this earlier, productivity and things like that are immensely valuable, but they're also kind of subjective often, and they're hard to pin down, a lot of the behavioral things, where the benefit comes from, how people are. And then when you're experimenting, you've got all kinds of things to figure out and watch what's working, what's not working. But I think the things that are generally working is we've found that that people work differently now. Do you know that WeWork is about to be the largest landlord in New York City? Right? People are just working differently now. I was in a big real estate office in New York where the strategic planners for 4 of the Fortune 100 companies were expecting reductions in work in a number of people, 80%, because of artificial intelligence. So there's stuff coming at us that we haven't even begun to think about in terms of how that's going to affect the way we work and occupy, buildings of that kind. But I think we will have other things we do, and these are tools. So the question is, how do we use these tools? But AI is really seriously something to consider of what's coming now. And I think for the perception and the use of space, I do know that companies like Google have made full commitment, basically, to people coming to be together during the day. And that the original thinking that you could put everybody working in their pajamas from home, is not where the innovation all happens when you're lonely, like that. So I think we'll see the performance benefits. Many of them are very tangible. We have one project that the company won't let anybody know the numbers. And it was fascinating. I always thought, why wouldn't you share all these numbers? And they said it was 2 reasons. One is they increased 16% performance. Now, if the average person is earning $100,000 and the building costs $20,000 per person, CapEx, and they're 16% more productive economically, according to the data, then they're earning $16,000 a year in a building that costs $20,000 to build for them. So they're paying back the building in about 13 months. The CapEx, this isn't saving a little energy. This is paying the building, the entire cost of the building, in less than 2 years. The reason they didn't want to release all the numbers is 2. One is they have 33,000 employees. And so why should 750 get the benefit of being here when what about everybody else? So it's like, wait a minute, that's like going to cause all kinds of chaos. That's one thing. And the other is they're not in the business of real estate. So it's like, why are you spending all this time worrying about buildings when you're supposed to be doing this other thing? It's funny. Strange. I thought that was a weird behavior. But, but I think people like these buildings more, and they're nicer, and they're fresher, and, we're trying our best. And the birds chirp. That's nice.